All right. I want to preview one of my great friends, Sean McCormick from ERA Grizzard. And he's been selling real estate now for, I don't know, how long, 10 years or so?
Well, I've been licensed for almost 20 since 2006, but general real estate about 10 years. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So Sean and I do a lot of work together, but he seems to have found a niche that is really spectacular because he is just knocking it out of the ballpark. You're doing a lot of business in the short-term rental communities. Why are they so hot for you?
A lot of that started back during the pandemic. And I'm part of an investor forum online that people turn to for all types of investment in real estate. And I just started reverberating with people when they were looking for things in Orlando. And because I was at home and I wasn't doing much. So I'm online looking for things to take my time and keep my business going. And I came across a lot of people that were interested in short-term rentals. Airbnb at that time, we're going back 5 years. Airbnb was only about 5 years old at that time. So there's a lot of buzz, a lot of what am I going to do with all this money? And they were looking for a place to park in, or maybe they're looking for a place for their family to get away in case something like this lasted a long time, the pandemic. I mean, I just started answering people's questions and found that I like the space. I like the type of people that are investing in it because they're generally savvy. So there wasn't a lot of handholding. There's a lot of education, but they already knew this is an investment for them. So I didn't have to teach them why this was a good idea.
It's interesting. So have you found that the short-term market is saturated, or is it still healthy? Where are we finding that right now?
We've hit a soft spot. I'll be honest with you. We have more units than anywhere in the world, but we also have 75 million people coming here every year. So there is definitely still a need for it. So in turn, the builders kept building communities because there was such a demand. And then the pandemic when we came out of the pandemic, that softened a little bit. So we've been trying to rebound from the pandemic years as far as occupancy rates, nightly rates, as far as how much you can charge. But I think we're in a good space because we're back to normal.
That's great.
Just like everything else in real estate, when something changes, the sky's falling for a lot of people, but actually it's leveling out. So we're still in a good space.
So are a lot of these investors, are they paying cash for them? Are they getting financing? I know I'm doing some loans for you and your clients, but
Yeah.
what are the bulk of them doing?
It depends on what they're looking for, what they're trying to get out of it. Are they parking money? So a lot of international buyers are just looking to buy real estate and let it sit. They don't even really need to make money. They're paying cash. Other people are just starting out and it's their first investment. They're financing. And that's when I turn to you. And when they finance, there's different loan types for these types of rentals because it's still a fairly new thing. And as far as the mortgage world goes, not a lot of lenders want to get in this space because it can be volatile. And depending on what market, we're in a really good market, but there's other smaller markets where lenders, they don't see a lot of these loans. We do here in Orlando. So there's DSCRs and there's interest only. So that's when I come to you to see what is the best fit for my customers and let you figure that out for them.
And that's what we do here. Sean McCormick, one of my all-time favorite real estate agents, he has done exceptionally well in this field. Now, you also list properties and you sell regular properties as well, but you seem to have created a niche for this. And I wanted to preview you because you're not just doing okay, you're doing exceptionally well with this market. And like you said, it's still relatively a soft market. So if you can do well in that arena, I think that you're doing well overall. I want to thank you for joining me on my Realtor Spotlight and the Realtor of the Week. And you are definitely a real estate agent to contend with. And I am awesome. And I'm really appreciative of the opportunity to help you and your clients. So thanks for joining me today.
Of course, I appreciate you too.
How would somebody reach you?
So I've got my cell phone is 321-439-4277. I answer personally. I answer nights and weekends and holidays. And I also have a YouTube channel, and some of that content is geared specifically towards short-term rentals, of course. And that's just at Sean McCormick Orlando, and I nicknamed it On the House.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. If you want to reach Sean, if you're interested in investigating whether short-term rental is right for you, he's the guy to talk to. So thank you again for joining me. I really appreciate it. And again, thanks for all the opportunity to help you and your clients.
Of course, thank you.